Hi Belinda, this is your assignment 3.4, which is on equations of lines. Most of what you've done here is excellent. I just wanted to point out a couple of little things. What you have here is correct, but I know you don't like to hear the but, but when we're doing these, we always want to have the x term being positive. So if you multiply everything through by a negative 1, this will become a positive x, this will become a negative 3y, and then this one will become a positive 18. And now this is our answer and it's correct. Again, it's the same thing. It's just a better way of displaying your answer. If we go down now to, let's see if I can do this like this. There we go. We go down to 6D, then I'll come back up to the other one. In 6D, again, everything you did here is correct. You had your points, you found your slope, you used the equation, and there's different ways you can do it. I can see the way you're doing it is using the y equals mx plus b formula, and that works out okay. Once you get to this point, your answer is correct. But now we want to put the x on the left-hand side, so this becomes a negative 3x as soon as you switch it on the other side of the equal sign. Your y is in the same spot, so it stays positive. Your minus 5 stays a minus 5. Our last step will be to again make the x term positive. So multiply by the negative 1, we'll change all the signs, and we end up with the same thing. But again, this is a preferred way of writing it. If we go back up to question number 5, let's see if we can get up there. You were given in this question a slope and a point. Now whenever we have a slope and a point, I think the best way to do it is to use the slope point formula, which is the y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1 method. Now you can use that method you're using for all kinds of questions, but I find that this formula works better at all times, or for almost any question. Here we have y minus minus 8, so of course that gives us y plus 8. Our slope is 1/5, and then we have x minus 2, because that's from our point, which was 2, negative 8. Now most of us don't like working with fractions, so the first thing we should do is to get rid of the fraction. And to do that we multiply everything through by a minus, not a minus, but by 5. So this will be 5y, a 40. And then when I multiply this side by 5, it will cancel the 1 over 5, and we're just going to be left with the x minus 2. So again, we want to put the x's and the y's on the same side. So this was a positive x, it becomes a negative x when I put it over here. And I subtract 40 from both sides to get this, minus 42. And lastly, again, just like my other questions, I want the x term to be positive. And that's it. We can, when we're given a point like we are in this question, the point was 2, negative 8. We substituted 2 in for the x and a negative 8 in for the y. We'd have 2 subtract 5 times negative 8. That would be the same as 2 plus 40, which is 42. So that's a way of checking your answer. So again, great job overall, and I just wanted to point out a couple little things to you.